know a lot of you guys are doing the space workouts early in the morning that the team are delivering, so I thought I'd kick things off with a really easy breakfast recipe of overnight oats. You can make it the night before so it's ready to grab from the fridge straight after your workout, and it's a really great way to fuel your body with a good combination of slow release carbohydrates, protein and healthy fats. So I'm just about to make myself some dinner, but before I do that I'm going to make some overnight oats for my breakfast tomorrow. Overnight oats is a really quick, simple way to get lots of nutrients into your breakfast, and if you make it the night before, it means it's ready to go in the morning. So if you need to take breakfast with you on the go, to work, to the gym, then you've got it there in the fridge ready to grab and run. So there's lots of recipes out there for overnight oats, and you can get really creative and add loads of different stuff in and go with different flavours and tastes that you like. I'm going to show you what I like to add into mine, and I'm going to talk through some of the health benefits of the ingredients as well. So to start off with, obviously we've got our oats. I've got about half a cup here. So oats are a really great staple to have in your diet. They are a complex carbohydrate, which means that chemically their structure is more complex than a simple carbohydrate, which would be something like white bread, for example. The fact that it's complex means that it takes the body a little bit longer to break it down, which means the glucose, the sugar from the oats, is going to be released into the bloodstream at a slower rate. So it means we don't get that big spike in blood sugar and then a big crash afterwards, which you might get if you had, say, a bowl of Frosties for your breakfast. So great because they're a complex carbohydrate. They've also got lots of soluble fibre in a particular soluble fibre called beta-glucan, which is great for feeding the good bacteria in your gut. It's also been shown to be good for reducing cholesterol as well, bad cholesterol. So oats are obviously the main components, so they're going to go in first. I'm then going to add some chia seeds. So obviously chia seeds have been around for ages. You can find them in the supermarkets. You don't have to go to a health food shop. But they really are an absolute powerhouse when it comes to vitamins, minerals and all of your macronutrients as well. So great source of protein first of all. So if you are a vegan or a vegetarian, a really great way to get protein into your diet. Also that's a really nice way to get protein into your breakfast as well, because often our breakfast can be lacking in protein, and that's often what we need to keep us full till lunchtime. If you're doing a workout as well, you'll want to get protein in your breakfast to replenish your muscles after your workout too. So it's got lots of protein in. It's also got lots of omega-3 fatty acids. So these are essential fatty acids. So we don't make them in our body. We have to include them in our diet. Omega-3s are often found in fish. That's what we kind of think of, oily fish, so salmon, mackerel, sardines, those sorts of things. But if you're a vegan or a vegetarian, chia is a great way to get those omega-3s into your diet. Also lots of vitamin C as well, and it kind of adds a really nice kind of texture when they soak up the liquid, and it kind of binds everything together. So I think it works really well with this combination of ingredients. Then I'm going to add a teaspoon of maca powder. So I use maca quite a lot in my cooking. I really like the taste. It's quite kind of nutty, almost kind of caramelly flavour. It's basically the root of a plant which is part of the cruciferous vegetable family. So broccoli, kale, cauliflower, those are cruciferous vegetables. It's native to Peru, and the root is dried and then ground down into a powder, and that's how we often see it for purchase. Sometimes it's put into kind of tablet form, but it's usually in a powder. Really easy to add to your porridge, to your smoothies. I also really like the taste that it adds to our overnight oats. But there are obviously loads of health benefits to maca as well. It's really well known for balancing hormones for both men and women, and also for boosting your mood as well. So I think it's a really nice way to give your day a good kickstart in the morning. I'm then going to add half a teaspoon of cinnamon. Cinnamon, again, really well known for its health properties. So it's anti-inflammatory, again, lots of antioxidants in it. It's also great for insulin sensitivity. So insulin is the hormone that we release when we eat, because it basically is the hormone which balances your metabolism and your energy intake. Now, if you eat a diet which is really high in refined sugar, refined carbohydrates, then often you can become insulin resistant, which means that your body has been pumping out so much insulin to try and manage your blood sugar that actually your body ends up not being able to be receptive to that insulin. Cinnamon is known as really great at sensitizing your body to insulin, so it's a really nice addition to get into your diet if you can. It also obviously has a kind of a little bit of a sweetness, a warmth to it, which in the absence of any actual kind of sugar in this recipe, I think it's a great addition. So then we're going to add a few berries. I guess this is our sweetness here. These are frozen berries. Arguably more nutrients are retained in frozen fruit and vegetables than if they've been picked and then packed and then sat on a shelf somewhere for a few days. These are frozen as soon as they're picked, so they actually retain more of those vitamins and minerals. I've always got frozen berries in the freezer, great to throw into your porridge, great to throw into smoothies as well. So they're a really nice addition to this. Adds that sweetness, as I say, but obviously lots of antioxidants, vitamins, vitamin C in particular. I'm then going to add just a handful of chopped nuts as well. I've got a mixture here of walnuts, pecans, cashews. They are full of unsaturated fats, so it's fat that you do need in your diet, and it's unsaturated. It's the saturated fats that we need to be really mindful of. Obviously we have to have all fat in moderation, but these are the good fats, so nice to kind of add them in, and it also gives a little bit of a crunch too. So I'm going to add all those ingredients to my glass Kilner jar, and then I'm going to cover with this coconut milk. So you could use other plant milks, you could use oat milk, almond milk, hazelnut milk. I quite like the coconut just because of the flavour. Also oat milk as well is really nice and creamy, and obviously it worked really well with the oats. Personally, I like to use plant milk in this recipe. If you prefer to use dairy, then that's absolutely fine, but I would always say go for the full fat option, because that's going to give you all of the full benefit of the dairy, rather than a skimmed version, which is actually just going to be it's not going to give you the full array of vitamins and minerals that you get from your full fat dairy. So I'm going to whip this all up together, literally going to throw it in, top it up with the milk, give it a stir, pop it in the fridge, and then it'll be ready tomorrow for breakfast. Okay, so first of all I'm going to add my oats into the jar. Then I'm going to add a tablespoon of chia seeds. I'm going to add a teaspoon of maca, and half a teaspoon of cinnamon. Add in my berries. And there we are, good to go. So here is the finished overnight oats. I've just stirred through some Greek yogurt and a little bit of almond butter because I love it, and a few sprinklings of coconut as well, just because it adds a bit of a crunch. But it's really lovely and gooey, as you can see. So I'm going to enjoy that now. And also, if you don't eat all of it, obviously you can kind of keep it in the fridge and then, you know, use it as a snack later on. But yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed that, and see you next time.